the silence of the night, as the stars shimmered above ancient lands, one man stood against the tide of disbelief. A man whose patience echoed through generations. This is the story of Prophet Nuh, a story of warning and mercy, of obedience and consequence. Let your heart find stillness as we journey into his legacy. Allah chose Nuh as a prophet, a man of purity, humility, and unwavering faith. He was sent to a people who had strayed far. They worshipped idols, stones shaped by their own hands. Nuh alayhim stood before them and said, "O my people, worship Allah. You have no deity other than Him." But they turned away, mocking his words, laughing at his warnings. For 950 years he called them, in daylight, in darkness, in private whispers and public sermons, yet only a handful believed. Despite their rejection, Nuh alayhim remained patient. His heart ached not for himself, but for their souls. He begged Allah for mercy upon them. But their arrogance only grew. They placed their fingers in their ears, covered themselves with garments, and said, "You are but a man like us." Generation after generation passed, and their hearts only hardened. Finally Nuh turned to his Lord. "My Lord, do not leave upon the earth any from the disbelievers. If you leave them, they will mislead your servants." It was not anger, it was grief, a heart broken after centuries of rejection. Allah responded, not with a sword, but with a command. Build the ark under our eyes and by our revelation. Nuh alayhim began building a massive ship on dry land. The people laughed. "A ship in the desert," they mock. But Nuh alayhim did not flinch. He continued, plank by plank, nail by nail, with trust as his guide. Allah instructed him, "Take upon it a pair of each creature and your family, except those decreed not to believe." The sky darkened. Rain began to fall, first in droplets, then in torrents. The earth gushed from below. Water surrounded the land. The ark began to rise. Nuh alayhis saw one of his sons still standing on the mountain. "O my son, come aboard with us," he cried. The boy replied, I will take refuge on a mountain to protect me from the water. Nuh alayhi salam said, there is no protector today from the decree of Allah, except whom He gives mercy. A wave came between them, and he was gone. After the flood, the water receded. The ark settled on Mount Judy. Nuh alayhi salam stepped out. A new beginning was born. He fell in sujood, thanking Allah for protection, for justice, for mercy. His legacy was not just survival, but obedience, unshakable trust, and infinite patience. Let this story echo in your soul. When the world rejects you, stay firm like Nuh. When trials rain down, build your ark. When the storm rages, trust in Allah. If this story touched your heart, remember, the Quran is filled with timeless lessons. Let these stories guide your days and strengthen your faith. Subscribe and join us on this path of reflection. Even now, the story of Noah isn't just history, it's a mirror for every heart seeking truth. His ark was more than wood and nails, it was faith, floating above destruction. Each drop of rain was a reminder that mercy sometimes comes disguised as a storm, that salvation begins when the world turns its back on you, and you still choose Allah. Today our floods are different, distractions, doubt, heartbreak and sin. But the ark still exists, in salah, in repentance, in trust. Build it, step aboard. Like Noah, don't stop calling people to truth, even if no one listens for years. Be like the ark, steady, unshakable, guided by the one above the skies. And when the world floods again, make sure your soul is already sailing.